Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back with another video from O'Hara. Been a while, and I got CDawgVA's first reaction to One Piece. I put the posh accent on because obviously CDawgVA has a bit of a posh English accent going on. He's from my neck of the woods actually, yeah, I think we're going to see what because he's been putting off for a while. It's very intimidating getting into One Piece from the beginning. I remember how hard it was to start just from knowing how much there was. But be interesting to see what CDawgVA thought of this. Not really watched a lot of CDawg's videos, but obviously I've seen the Trash Taste podcast with him and the Anime Man and Giluk. So let's see how O'Hara interacts as well. It'll be quite an interesting one.
Alright, so Connor, you're the very first person out of the three of you that I get to talk about One Piece.
Yes, I know, right?
It's really strange. Honestly.
Cool.
This is going to be a shock to everyone because no one knows I've been reading it. I haven't said anything.
Oh, this is like the first reveal, basically.
My
Yeah,
God.
I'm not going to read any of the comments
Sick.
as well because, again, I don't want to be
Oh,
spoiled.
yeah.
I'm still only up to, I think, volume 15.
15.
Which
Go
is
ahead.
insane to think because if any other, if this was any other...
I literally had volume 99 come through the post the other day.
One Piece is nothing.
Dude, it would, like, there's stories that are not even 50.
Yeah, they're not even that long. Chainsaw Man's
So,
10,
Like,
isn't
it's
it?
completely ruined my frame of reference for how long manga is. Like, normally every other manga has like a, I'm going to say healthy, durations. But One Piece it just feels insane. I've read so much. It's
Yeah.
so long to read 15 volumes.
Absolutely, and I mean, you can kind of, I think I have...
Yeah, Naruto's 72.
No, this is
It's not all of them, it's, I think,
Because I have all of them.
25, and it's probably...
I have all of them, and you could make a chair out of it. I'm not
Yeah, you could. You actually could.
It looks like a throw.
Volume 99 came through and I pre-ordered 100 as well.
Dude, it must take away so much space also.
It does. I've realised that being a One Piece fan requires you to have a lot of because you need to have
It did cost me some cash. Like, buying the box sets
Where
for
do you put this?
Thriller
Where's the
Bark and a
One
bit saved some cash, but...
50% One Piece at this
Oh
point.
my god.
Alright, I was thinking let's start it off with a couple of rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Alright.
And then we can kind of like go into a more fluid conversation. So, number one, what's your favorite character at the moment?
Zoro.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this. In the English translation, this is Zolo.
Yeah, that's weird reading that.
And I was reading it. Okay, Zolo is my favorite. Zoro, sorry, actually, fuck up.
There you go.
Zoro
Cool.
is my favorite so far, or Sanji.
Nice.
Yeah, they're
I
class.
love
They're
Nami
absolute
more,
class.
But now I like Nami too.
Okay.
Nami's backstory kind of...
They just need to change how it's printed in the manga.
But Zoro has been badass consistently. And it's been
Badass consistently. Love it.
Does no one like Usopp yet?
It takes a while.
It does take a bit.
Yeah.
Takes a bit, but he has his moments.
I figured they made him annoying, but in this, currently, I don't like him that much. But
Yeah.
he has his moments. I feel like even for a character that's meant to be annoying, he's really fun. And he has moments of, like, getting over the characters, right?
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah, that's it.
But, yeah, what's up with the weird translations?
Dude, so I'm not sure if you're aware, there's basically an unofficial translation of many things.
Yeah.
And then the official Viz version.
Yeah.
And the Viz version kind of had some interesting translating
Yeah, come on.
Okay,
I
so
don't know
one of the
about this.
things about this video is that I'm not telling anyone I'm reading One Piece. Obviously, they're going to find out now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about it until I'm
Right.
done.
Yeah.
Is that I'm going to talk about this and probably have a bunch of weird stuff that I picked up from the Viz version. Because I'm reading it all physically in the English
Right.
and the Viz.
Mm.
So I'm going to be like, yeah, man, I love Zolo and I love the water guns in that one scene.
And then
like,
it's
what's
Sniper
gonna
King
happen?
as well, isn't it? And all that stuff. And Jinbei instead of Jinbei.
But I tell you, it's not my fault. It's the only thing I can read.
Yeah, it's true. Like, when I started off, I was like, well, I thought his name was Zoro. I've got a poster with it. Like,
I read apparently because I googled it because I was really confused. It was one of those things where like it was the Mandela effect, where you swear you heard it differently.
yeah.
And I did hear it differently because it was Zoro. I googled it, and apparently it's because they were worried about copyright. Zoro, like the swordsman.
Yeah.
Really? Is that
Like
it?
the actual, because obviously Zoro is probably named after Zoro.
Yeah, of course, because he wields a sword, yeah.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. That's what I read.
It would make sense.
Interesting. I just assumed it was because of the Japanese at all, which can be kind of like an L
be
word.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Huh.
interesting.
Maybe that's
Could
why
be
they thought
both.
Solo.
So, like, let's definitely take the lame name.
Solo sounds shit. Zoro sounds cool.
Mhm.
I think Zoro is my favorite. Again, I'm up to volume 15, so we just started Drum Island.
Oh, sick.
And probably my favorite scene so far, which kind of came out of nowhere, was the Zoro versus the
Mihawk.
Swords guy.
Yo.
basically kicks his ass, then leaves. But it was so epic.
So freaking cool, man.
Like,
Yeah.
suddenly this guy just turns up, and then now Zorro is like rock hard because he wants to fight him and prove his worth.
Rock hard.
That's one of my favorite scenes.
So really,
Sorry,
you're already taking my question away now.
Oh, okay, shit, sorry.
Just in it
I'm just
yourself.
talking about it. Okay, sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. It was really cool though because like same when I first read it, it was, as you said, you kind of expect it to be like something that comes at the end of the story.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh wait, we got that really early. Yeah, I like that. Mihawk just pulls out the tiniest knife. He's like, I'll just use this. Goal set.
And then give him like a big like drawback kind of beginning. Yeah.
Now we know that like I'm probably gonna get some payoff later on. I'm sure One Piece fans are like, yeah, I know it's gonna happen. It's got.
Eventually, we're still waiting.
Find out.
This is one of the
It's so hard, like not spoiling you, bro.
Yeah, man.
So I'm like maybe
Maybe
not.
someday. We are still waiting though.
All right. You already said like that was your favorite fight and favorite scene, I guess, so far.
Maybe not my favorite fight, but my favorite scene.
What was your
Ooh.
favorite fight then so far?
Oh, I think my favorite fight.
The first 15
There's been a lot of good
volumes.
ones. I find that initially I was a bit kind of confused with the fights because I couldn't really figure out if he was going for funny fights or if he was going for more serious fights.
Yeah.
But now it's finally feel like after about 10 volumes, it finally felt like it got to a point where okay, we're going in the more serious
direction, yeah.
A bit more seriously. I like that a lot, and I think definitely the restaurant fight was probably.
Oh, mate, so sick.
Felt like, okay,
Barity?
because a character
Is that what it's
just
called?
gets cast. like it's just
I'm
like
I'm
there's
terrible at
somebody
remembering
like
names of stuff and that.
who's, like,
Boogie was.
funny and wacky. And, whoa, we gotta tie him up. We're not gonna kill him. To like, I'm literally gonna gas this guy, and it's like, Oda, bro, what happened? And like, it's like
I think we talked about this. It's really interesting because you kind of feel like he's trying out so many different things.
Yeah, it
Is
said
the
Barity
comedy-
on that code.
Is it like really dark?
yeah.
And it kind of like it finds a bit more of a constant, but nonetheless throughout the story it like kind of switches things up depending on the setup.
Yeah.
Moments
Yeah.
of humor. He loves doing the things
Yeah.
with Looney Tunes eyes.
The big eyes, like.
It's whenever Soldier says anything. That seems to be.
I felt like Kaiju number 8, volume 2 did a One Piece reference with one of the characters' faces doing something similar like that.
Oh yes.
Those two were so fun.
The giants, oh, so sick.
Kind of closure to the arc.
Right.
Like it hit them fucking.
Right,
first. That
right.
was so hype. Man.
Yeah, man.
And also the Arlong fight was hype.
Yeah, that was so cool. That was so cool. Luffy just going ham, man, just going ham. Like,
In the video when I was recording it, I was like, oh, he's definitely gonna come back because like he's not done, right? He just got kicked, and then it just ends, and then they suddenly have a happy ending and they all leave. They're like, what?
Especially in early One Piece, I feel like the pacing was a lot faster.
Oh, it's breakneck, right?
And like recently, it's been getting like the recent arc that's been going on. It's
been like
over 200
three
chapters at this
3
point.
years?
So that's
entire manga.
yeah, it is. It literally is. But it happens more as you would expect it, where like the villains get back up more and more, and it's like kind of this more drawn out fight.
With the Kaido fight, Jesus.
Once, and then just didn't get back up, and then that was it. And I was like, wow.
I think though,
I
like,
feel
before
it was more about like the emotion.
Sabodi,
Kind of, yeah.
they were meant to like be made out to be really freaking strong, and then you have the Sabodi moment, and it's like,
Right now, I think. and I'm
no.
sure a lot of One Piece fans
they are still not ready.
Right now, it just feels like Luffy is too OP. That's the. I think.
Like I'm saying, I think that's the point. He's meant to be initially.
In a way, because you just know right now that he deals with everyone.
Yeah.
Whereas the other characters, even like Zoro struggles, Sanji is just busy off flirting all the time.
Oh yeah, what a dude.
Occasionally kicks the shit out of people, which I fuck with.
I'll take that.
Sanji's
Yeah.
fun. Sanji is never there half the time, but turns up when there's a woman. So I kind of.
That's pretty much how it goes.
I kind of get
Gotta
it.
protect those
I don't
ramen.
actually remember. Is like the Zoro getting lost thing? Is that already a thing? in
Zoro
Volume
getting
50?
lost?
Yeah, that's like a big meme usually.
Actually, he has been lost a few times.
Yeah.
He's just not there.
Right, that's kind of
Constantly, so funny.
He like gets lost everywhere.
You know what the weird thing about being an anime fan is and not having read One Piece is that you pick up so much weird One Piece
References.
info and references
Yeah.
that mean nothing to you.
Right.
And then when you start reading One Piece, it's like being in like a dementia state where you're just
It-
slowly recovering.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
whoa, I know Zoro.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, like so many things I saw on Facebook and Twitter and everything pop up like over the years I just didn't get, and it's just like now it's like
But I have no idea why. I just saw Chopper for the first time, but it doesn't look like Chopper.
Yeah, change.
What
right?
is going on?
That's so interesting. That's kind of how I feel with JoJo, honestly, because I know
Yeah,
all the memes and all the reference,
yeah,
but I've
true.
never really watched it.
Oh, watch
Actually,
JoJo's,
like, I
man.
think I told you,
Jeez.
Like, I watched the first season and then kind of stopped.
No! You
But
gotta keep
while I was
going.
watching the first season, I was like, I know that meme. I know
Yeah.
the Dio meme. Like,
Zawada!
You know all the memes. That's why you gotta watch JoJo. But One Piece doesn't have many memes.
Radarola!
yeah. I think like One Piece just is like generally you kind of know the characters even if you haven't read it, but it's not as memed if you, as you said, if you haven't read the story.
Yeah, I mean, One Piece is so prolific that I knew all the main cast's names
Yeah.
without having ever really consumed much.
Yeah. I'm so glad he's getting into it. Like, volume 15, he's on board now. My god.
But you could never like get the episode in order, so you kind of just watch sporadic things. So while I was reading the Arlong Fire, I had this really weird memory of remembering this kick just destroy this house and viewing it. So I was like, oh wow, I have seen this. I just
Interesting.
don't remember anything. You don't know until the
You see,
season.
I think I saw like one or two odd episodes on Cartoon Network, which would have been the 4Kids version a long time ago.
Like, you talk about anime a lot anyways, and so you're kind of aware with like certain scenes.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and you'll watch videos about anime characters, and then you'll get reference. You'll be like, what is a gum something?
Right.
The Gum Gum Fruit, yeah.
What is that? Like, it's so stupid.
It's actually interesting because I always see like people commenting like, oh, you guys should read One Piece and stuff. You never talk about One Piece, but I feel like Gans and Joey mention it fairly often.
Yeah, they do talk about it, yeah.
They haven't spoke about it on the podcast at least because I'm like, please don't, because I want to read it.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it for me. So they've been very kind, but I'm sure when I caught up and I finished it.
Well, Gigux, like, obviously up to date, because he did his recent video on his second channel where he was, like, ranking all the arcs.
Dude, yeah, it is. I'm not even sure. Is there, like, anything comparable? Probably not. Like, in that length.
Watching all of the Simpsons, I guess.
How long is JoJo? Like, there's, like, a couple of...
JoJo, I think...
JoJo's nowhere near as long.
JoJo actually has more chapters, maybe, than One Piece.
I don't think it does.
Going on longer than One Piece.
Yeah, it's like from the 80s.
JoJo chapters. But then also the chapters have gotten longer.
Oh, although, yeah, I'm not... I say that I'm not
JoJo is really long.
up to date on the manga, am I? I'm talking about anime. Sorry.
The thing with JoJo is that also, I think even though it has more volumes, I think it has less, like, content.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've really jumped on that. I was just doing anime based, like, because I'm just waiting for season 6.
Easy to consume because you can read a part, stop.
Right.
So
Yeah, and it just loosely continues.
Yeah.
a lot of people who would say that JoJo fans haven't read all the JoJo. Even I haven't read all of 8. I've only read a bit of 8.
I'm anime only on JoJo's, and I'm quite happy about that. I like when it just pops up again.
I think people would argue I'm a big JoJo fan, and even I haven't read it, right? Because it's like you don't need to necessarily read the next part,
Right.
And a lot of people are anime only, and there's only 6 and 5.5, I guess. Season 6 is halfway through.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the next half. Oh, get
Get
into it. Get into it, Har. Do it.
I will say with One Piece, so far, there have definitely been moments that are really boring in it.
What was like?
Oh,
What was like the
okay.
most annoying or like boring moment you can remember where you're kind of like, oh, that's kind of like dragging on?
I was reading the arc on the one where they're on the giant island with the two warriors,
Uh.
and the whole what is it Baroque?
Oh, Baroque Works. Yeah.
Assassins.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't mind some of them, but like Assassin number 3, that fight was so boring.
Yeah.
With
The wax and that. Yeah, I'm remembering that as he's talking about. Yeah.
This is lame. It's like they're stuck in wax.
My
it's like
God.
This moment when Zoro's about to chop off his
Oh,
legs,
yeah.
wax. I'm like, I mean, it's wax. Like, surely you can just like cut it up or like.
Well, I don't know. It's
this is the-
pretty
this is the
intense
dumbest
wax,
way to
man.
kill someone. as a villain, like, why are you just putting them in
Do
wax
when you
and
think
letting
about
it
it, yeah,
slow
it is a bit
through?
stupid, but yeah.
Surely, if you have wax powers, just envelop them in wax and kill them. Like, this fight was so boring and dumb, and it felt so
Okay.
stally. Like, it was like, oh.
I remember liking it, but he is right when you compare it to like.
Unnecessary fight,
Yeah.
maybe because like the giants are kind of like the main thing.
They were
Yeah,
so
but
boring. They could've
number
been
3.
part of that. The whole Assassins felt very like Looney Toony as well, where they're like, whoa, we're the bad guys, we can actually do anything. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
like, oh, we'll
kind
stop
of.
them.
I would say there's a couple of like
Like,
more goofy villains really coming up also, but it like it makes it's really hard for me not to say anything without spoiling.
Yeah.
To keep reading, like, even when there's a few boring moments here and there, and there's not many of them. I will say that so far it's been really entertaining. Is that I'm trusting One Piece fans that it's as good as they say it is.
It is. Oh my god, it's so good. I am so glad I took the journey.
Why are people so obsessed with this thing if it wasn't that
It's brilliant.
good? I like shonen, so I'm sure I'll enjoy it.
Right now, like, if you had to give it a rating out of 10,
Ooh.
Right now, 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10 already? That's good. That's a relief.
Decent.
It's probably
Yeah, that's good for the first 15 out of like 100
The
volumes.
entire restaurant part was just such a joy to read.
Yeah, it was class. Barte's sick.
Backstory, Sanji, fuck my god, why is it
Sanji's backstory was so sad. With the leg and that. Oh, with the chef. Oh.
Sanji's backstory was amazing.
Yeah.
Every character in that arc.
There's still more to Sanji as well, though. Oh my god, later on.
Yeah, obviously we're gonna win. I didn't really mind. It felt like it was gonna. The stakes were there. Everything felt good in that arc, and then Zoro's part, like that was such a strong moment for me.
Yeah, it just added more to it, didn't it? It's like,
I will also say
whoa.
you're still stuck in a period where we're like talking early 2000s, if at all.
That's crazy.
So it's like 2000, 2001, 2002. So obviously, just the story vibe itself is still in that period also, and the art style develops a lot more. In general, I feel like you can kind of tell with most stories that are this long, and that like are successfully that long, you can also kind of tell the author growing over time.
Oh, it definitely improved as he went along, like his class.
So far is that even though in some ways it does feel a little dated, like it feels like a 2000s show when I'm reading it.
I mean, the art style early on, especially, is like very 2000, absolutely.
Yeah.
I dig it though. I really like
It's
the early
cool.
on.
Like, a lot of people I talk to say that they don't get why it's drawn the way it is, and I'm just like, well,
It's kind of shaky.
it fits with the world and that, like, as you get into it.
You have to, otherwise you don't make it, right?
But
It just
back then, it's
becomes
kinda like,
what it
shaky.
is.
Like JoJo's looks interesting at the start and gets a lot more interesting, I'd say,
Yeah.
visually. But yeah,
More
it-
muscular.
really-
And then,
looks
feminine.
I really like that he keeps sprinkling in information that I know will become relevant.
Oh, wow.
I'm talking
Wow, there's still some stuff away
Oh,
there.
yeah.
because there's just been a bunch of things mentioned. Like, okay, I know this is going to be a payoff thing.
Here we
because
go.
I've
Here
heard
we
this
go.
name a million
Here we
times,
go.
right? They mentioned Blackbeard
Yeah.
for the first time, and I know that Blackbeard is going to be a thing that is hyped because people, like, years ago were like, oh my god, you should watch the Blackbeard thing, bro, it was insane.
Yeah.
So I've heard about that.
Right.
So I know that's going to be a thing, but it's been hinted so early on, and other things
Yeah.
have been hinted that I'm kind of, like the Zorro fight with
Mihawk.
guys.
Mihawk, yeah.
That was hinted on really early, and I'm guessing we're not going to get a payoff for a while. So there's a lot of things where I like that they keep mentioning things.
Mate, he wants to say so much to him. So this is me, like, whenever someone's like,
Like now that you just read,
Yeah.
that like we kind of know will have a payoff, but
Yeah.
that still hasn't happened in the story. So
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it does go, some of the stuff does go on for a very long
The
time.
crazy person office where it's like fucking red lines.
dude, I think there's an image. Let me see if I
Like,
got
how
it.
does he keep track of all this?
It's ridiculous. He has like folders and like folders.
It's
yeah.
unreal, isn't
I
it?
like
How
it.
he must,
It's
like,
making me
ooh, the
stretch
Joy Boy
thinking
picture
about
there.
How he's gonna tie this all in cohesively.
I think there's like this image of him just like sitting in this pile of like paper. And so it looks like this.
Oh my god.
It's just like stuffed with like research and so yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna put it up on screen, but it's
What?
That's unreal, whoa!
it's like he also takes like so much inspiration from real life events and locations, so he has like all these encyclopedias and whatever. Yeah, though I feel like he's really private as a guy in general, so there's not so much you know about him.
A lot of languages.
Fair enough, I feel like. Let me ask you this then:
Okay.
if you had to kill off one character, or you could kill off a character, you had the
Don't say Chopper.
able to, because they're annoying, you don't like them.
He's going to
whatever.
say Usopp,
I
isn't
feel
he?
like the bait answer is like Usopp. Like, it's gonna be like,
Oh.
he sucks.
Cool
But I
scene
feel
to
like
use for that little thing as well, that's
he's meant to
class.
suck.
Yeah,
Like he's meant to be like
absolutely.
the loser who I'm hoping has some kind of gets his moment.
Mate,
Yeah,
he
which I'm guessing he
becomes
will
so
eventually.
freaking cool.
Honestly,
Dude gets a six-pack. Ah!
oh no. So far, like
Soga King and then God Usopp.
Is that fair? Is that allowed? You're allowed to say that.
I mean,
is
it's
that
like
like a
fighting-
crime in Japan? Like,
No, not at all. But I think it's really fair. It's actually like I think Luffy as a character in general doesn't like obviously throughout the story without giving too much away. There's like moments where he develops as a character,
Yeah.
but he's more or less already a pretty like as you can tell he's
Yeah.
already strong. He's already
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
kind of good leader at the beginning.
Yeah.
So he he's not changing as much and hasn't as many flaws, I would say, as like most of the other characters. So it's fair to say, I think, especially at that stage where you're at.
And every other character we've had some really deep backstory, which is kind of
everyone's got a lot going on. It's like,
Luffy, we
whoa.
just haven't really been told anything. He's just a weird kid. He's basically gone from Hunter x Hunter right now. But
Pretty much, yeah. I'd take that, yeah.
Gon is like, fucking child,
like, Gon is almost parallel to Hunter x Hunter in the first part, but also Gon changes as well. Like, Gon is the character in Hunter x Hunter.
So
And I'm guessing...
Would you agree that Gon kind of goes, like, dark, right? Like, he
Yeah.
kind of has this negative character arc where he goes, like, completely nuts at some point.
But that's what makes Gon awesome.
Oh,
is
yeah,
that it's
absolutely.
Like, Gon is like, what happened if all those things had actually happened to him? Which is like, they would make you maybe make bad decisions.
Yeah, you would go a little bit mad, a little bit angry, maybe like take something out on somebody.
Classic shonen character, because as you say, like just like Luffy or like many other shonen heroes,
Vengeance. Oh, I'm gonna rip off my arm and then just like, well, get my arm sliced off and then slam it into you and.
Like Hunter x Hunter is my favorite shonen of all time. It's
Damn.
Absolutely, especially the starting. Like, because Hunter x Hunter is notorious for having that kind of a slow start. It doesn't really kick off until a few episodes in. But yeah, One Piece is definitely a slow burn. I think that's one thing I learned.
For sure.
It's hard as well because I'm also reading all of it on camera, and it's like sometimes I don't want to read it on camera.
Right.
So it's like I just don't read it. But
Fair
I'm
enough.
trying to catch up.
I feel like if you have that pressure, it's probably a lot harder.
Yeah, I mean, like me, I was reading it and I was trying to, like, at the time, stay with the Mark reviews, and I was like, you know what, no, I'm just going to react to the Mark reviews whenever I'm finished. I want to enjoy it, and I've freaking love it.
Don't talk to me about anything.
Oh, bless you. Yeah, it's fair. Yeah, you don't want anything fucking spoiled.
I'll read it after, and I'll see what you guys thought of old me that didn't know about One Piece.
Yeah, please be kind also. Yeah, nothing on Twitter and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Please don't cancel me, One Piece fan.
Okay, they won't. I think that's a really good
Excuse
first step.
me?
Alright, well, thanks so much for sitting down and giving this exclusive preview.
That's class.
No, it's good. It's good fun. I wanted to talk about it.
Aw.
I want to talk about it, but I can't talk about it. But I guess this is fine. So I'm not going to interact with this. I'm just going to put this out. Well, you're going to.
It's gonna live on its own.
Yeah. I'm not going to touch anything.
I'm just gonna make the thumbnail something very like Connor shits on One Piece. 1 out of 10. I
don't think I've read this.
Right.
What the fuck? Why is it like
Bad clickbait.
Why is he going to get Connor? What the fuck? What's he going to talk about? Like Luffy's like. Yeah, dude. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. All right.
Love it. That was really cool. That was really nice. Like, just genuine discussion stuff. I like stuff like that. You get two YouTubers just talking about stuff and having a laugh with it. That was boss. I really enjoyed that, man. Like, it's nice as well to know what he's like from watching Trash Taste, and I've watched a couple of his videos and like some of his voice acting things and that. So I get what he's like. That was really cool. That was really nice. And yeah, awesome. So when he says first, I'll be interested to see if he does a video with the Anime Man and Giguk. But we shall see in the future. But until then, thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video I upload, link is in the description of the Patreon page. $1 a month is all that helps for the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you guys very much for that, and thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you want to. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys. All you guys, knit down. And Boogie's going to be an emperor. I called it. And I reckon that's going to be the thing.